of about 3 of you. So it will be you and 2 other of your classmates. You will each be assigned, or each group assigned, an ecosystem, or you might see them called biomes. Okay, we've talked about ecosystems a little bit. We've talked about animal adaptations and things like that. And we're going to use some of what we've already learned as a whole group, as a whole class, to get together in a smaller group and find some interesting details or interesting information about our specific ecosystems. Okay, some of you might be researching and finding out about polar areas. Somebody might be finding out about deserts or oceans, okay, forests or grasslands. You'll find out who your group members are and what ecosystem is your responsibility to research here in a little bit. We're going to use some information that I have. Each group will get a folder like this. Okay, this one says rainforests on the outside. Each group will get a folder like that. Inside the folder, you're going to find some information. You might find some books, some pamphlets, some sheets with information on it about your book, about your ecosystem. That's one way you'll find out or research your ecosystem. Another way is that we will be using the computers out in the pod and possibly during our computer lab time to get together with our group members and find out some more information about the ecosystem. In a minute, I'm going to show you how you can use Moodle to go to our class webpage, the science section, and I have a list of websites, I think 5 or 6 of them there, that you can use in addition to the information that's in your folder. Okay, any questions so far? Groups. For now, I'm just going to give it to one member of the group, and then you guys can get together with those group members. You're going to get a folder, like I said. We'll talk about the information in the folder here in a minute when you have it to look at. You're also going to get a piece of paper with the name of your ecosystem and your names on it. Also going to get a piece of paper like this with a question on it. Okay? They're similar questions, but they're specific to your ecosystem. Okay? Yours might say something about asking you what adaptations a certain animal has to live in your ecosystem, whether it's the rainforest or a pond or freshwater ecosystem. I want you to take about 3 minutes to open the folders and just kind of look at what's in there, okay? And then we're going to talk about the things that are in there. Not everyone's folder is the same. Okay, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds more, and then we're going to talk about it. Yep, you do. All right, guys. The group in the back, turn around. So I want to bring your attention to are these sheets. Oh, first of all, the questions. Okay? Now, all of your questions are different, but similar. Read your question for me, Madison.
What adaptations
do caribou
have that allow them to survive in winter ecosystems?
Okay, so are your questions similar to that? Okay, what's yours, Lily Burkholder?
What adaptation does a walrus have that allows it to survive in the polar ecosystem?
Okay, so do you see how they're similar but different? Okay, that's going to be your question that'll get you started on your research, okay? Now, that's not the only thing you're going to do. You're not going to just look on the internet and find an answer to that question, write down one word and say, this is Canales, we're done, okay? It's going to involve a little more effort than that, okay? Next, I want you to look at the paper. It says Ideas for Research that's in your folder, and there's about 5 or 6 questions on there. These are some ideas to get you started on your research, okay? There's questions like, are there other names for your ecosystem? So maybe you got the ocean ecosystem, but some websites call it something a little different, okay? You can jot that down there, all right? Another question, what are some of the plants that live in your ecosystem? So your question asked about a specific animal that lives there. What about plants that live there? And also, how are they adapted to live there? What allows them to be able to survive, okay? Other questions, what is the climate like? And then the last spot allows you to put in some other things that you found. Maybe you found something that doesn't really fit under one of the other areas. We've used rubrics before in our monthly book projects where it gives you an idea of how I'm going to grade you, okay? Gives you an idea of what I'm looking for, okay? How you found your information, how you organized your information, how you presented your information. And we'll go through that a little bit more later. These have to be able to use the internet and have to type in that.
Okay, real quick. Okay, let's put in animals that live in your ecosystem and how they adapt life there. Does a puffin live? What's that? The Arctic. These are color mode codes. Yeah, but we don't know what the Arctic Circle is. The Arctic Circle. Find it. Arctic Circle right here. The circle. Get it? Land that is not tundra. Not tundra. Hair. Polar ice. No. I know. Greenland is not tundra.